Now, this is a news topic that when I first saw it, I was very, very shocked by. But the more I think about it, the more it really makes sense, and I completely understand where Sony is coming from in this, and I also understand where Netflix is coming from. So what's happening is Netflix and Sony have made a deal that now basically after theatrical releases, starting in 2022, all Sony movies will be moved to Netflix for 18 months after their theatrical window. So that would be Uncharted, Morbius, any theatrical release. I also think it's any Sony movie, period, will be moving to Netflix, if I recall correctly, for the next couple of years. This is a good move because Sony is the only major movie studio that does not have their own streaming service of some kind attached to it. Like Fox, more or less, has Hulu because their Disney overlords have Hulu. Warner Brothers has HBO Max. Paramount's got Paramount Plus. There's all these various streaming services. Sony, I don't think they ever wanted to get into that game. So they're just like, you know what? We're just gonna try and figure out a deal that works best for us. So I think this benefits all parties involved. Again, It comes back to what we talk about almost every week. Where is Netflix getting the money for this? Because this is valued at $1 billion, I've heard.
Yeah, I don't know how all of this works. I do wonder if in some cases they don't necessarily have to buy the license. The license, like they other companies would pay them to allow, you know what I mean, to allow those movies to be on their service. I mean, because at this point they kind of could be like, we are that big, we're that big of a company. If you allow if you pay us for your movie to be on our service, this is how many users you'll see, blah blah blah. So maybe, maybe that's something. But this is a good move, I think, for Sony, especially, and for Netflix. I mean, I think between the Knives Out stuff from last week and Sony on this week, Netflix is making some moves, bro. They are doing what they can to survive here.
Yeah, so this is everything. So our immediate thought is obviously Spider-Man, but this is Spider-Man, Jumanji, something we'll talk about later, but Ghostbusters. There's a lot of big names that are attached to this. Now, they haven't openly stated this, but it's something interesting to think about, and I'll float it over to you, Josh. Do you think they will do movies besides theatrical releases? Do you think Sony will be like, hey, we've got this movie that we're not overly confident about in terms of the theatrical experience. Do you think, hey, maybe for $200 million, you guys would like to take this off our hands and you can have first dibs on it if you would like? Do you see that happening at all?
Yeah, no, I can totally see that. I mean, if anything, Netflix has I think this comes back to Netflix has a guaranteed subscriber base, and they can kind of, they've been around long enough to be like, look, man, you put your movie on our service, we can guarantee this many eyeballs on it for this amount of time. You know what I mean? So it would be interesting to say the least. I think, I don't see us really any negative outside of we don't know where they're getting this money. But then again, what was it? Arby's bought, Buffalo Wild Wings several years ago, and everyone was like, yeah, Arby's owns Buffalo Wild Wings. That's
interesting. That's weird.
The whole meme at the time was like, where did Arby's get this money? What is this? So, yeah.
Interesting.